After months of accumulation, HNT has impulsed higher, turning around right before the $3 level. It has made a third higher high and is holding strong around the $2.50 level. This has been a nice run for HNT from its annual lows, and the mobile and IoT tokens have also seen nice runs, with mobile seeing the largest gains of the three. As the HNT price and market cap continue to grow, speculators might trade down to the lower market cap, higher upside trades to be had in the IoT and mobile tokens. With Solana and the Phantom Wallet making these swaps so quick and inexpensive, I expect rebalancing amongst Helium tokens to play a large part in which token ultimately outperforms the rest over this next bull market. Let's take a look at the details. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you all so much for being here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. So our dearly beloved HNT has finally made a nice, strong move to the upside here, holding above a support line very nicely around the $2.50 level. This was after months and months of finally bottoming out down here around March, retesting that low, and then accumulating the whole time. Somebody was in here just buying up every new or almost new low here until the sellers finally capitulated and we broke higher. As we can see, we did have a first local high, second local high, and this could almost be considered a third local high. And HNT now right around the $2.50 level, not quite making it to the psychological $3 level yesterday. And as we can see around the $3 level, there's going to be a ton of resistance. But if we do break above $3 and make our way up to about $3.46, that will be a new annual high for Helium. Of course, we have about a month left to do that, to retake this previous high of 2023, which was set around January 17th of this year. That would certainly be nice to see. And this follow-through price action right now, sitting here, is pretty good, especially considering the broader markets. If we take a look here, the broader markets are down pretty significantly, pulling back after rallying for a few days. So HNT here being even is a pretty good indicator that the buyers here are serious at these levels. And we also see some nice follow-through price action on the MACD, seeing a higher high, a higher level of momentum as opposed to the previous one. That is very good to see. If this was a lower value here of momentum on the MACD, that would be an indication that buyers are becoming exhausted. We are not seeing that right now. As we can see, this is a continuation of that trend line that we saw from one of the lower local lows. We are seeing this trend continue, which is a very good sign for HNT. Of course, I do expect us to retest this level here, which is right around the $2.43 level. A pullback, a retest of this level would be very healthy. I wouldn't be too nervous if we do tick and hang out below it. That would not be out of the ordinary, especially considering the backdrop of what other coins are doing right now. And we also have to remember there are some serious developments in the pipeline for HNT, whether it is in the IoT or mobile sub networks. There is a lot of promise and a lot to look forward to in the Helium ecosystem moving forward over the coming weeks and months. That being said, however, we have to take into consideration when thinking about upside, the change in market cap of HNT as opposed to just the price. And this is going to lead into the other aspect of what I want to talk about today, and that is the mobile and IoT tokens. So if we take a look here at HNT over the history, we can see that HNT at one point was around the $50 level. That is around 20 to 25x of the current price levels right now. However, if we look at the market cap, we can see that HNT market cap peaked at its peak was around 5 billion. That is around a 13 to 14x what HNT is currently at right now, which is around 365 million. So taking that into consideration, reclaiming all-time highs from a market cap perspective is about 13 to 14x from HNT's current level. That being said, I think that people might start to look into the Helium Mobile and Helium IoT tokens if they are looking to maximize upside. Of course, we're going to see a lot of traders and speculators entering the market, entering the deep in space, especially the Solana ecosystem. So we are going to see people chasing alpha and looking for these higher opportunities, these higher upside opportunities. And I do believe that after they discover HNT and the mobile networks, I think they will ultimately end up starting to speculate in the IoT and mobile tokens just because there is such higher upside. Now, if we look at the 1 month price action here for HNT, we can see HNT was up almost 64%. If we look at Helium Mobile, we can see it significantly outperformed, returning almost 120% over the previous month. And if we look at Helium IoT token, we can see that it is very similar to HNT at around 73% over the previous month. Now, we have to remember these are significantly smaller market caps. The reported market cap is not here on CoinMarketCap, but if we just use the fully diluted market cap, we can see that mobile is around 55 million and IoT is larger, around 146 million. So somebody entering the space might take a look at the IoT and mobile tokens, might take a look at the roadmaps, the upcoming catalysts, things like that. And also, of course, they will take into consideration the market cap size and the potential upside. The smaller the market cap, of course, the larger the upside for these specific sub-networks and smaller tokens. That can very well be the entire reason why Helium Mobile has outperformed so much. It is because people are trying to get into Helium Mobile early as opposed to IoT, which has had a larger head start and is already almost triple the market cap of Helium Mobile. Now, also, if we look at some of the on-chain data, we can see that the mobile hotspot data credit transfers has actually been steadily increasing over the past few months, as we can see by this chart here over on the left. Now, if we look at the IoT hotspots and we look at the same value, the data credit transfers, we can see that they are more stagnant and even had some sort of a correction downward over the previous few months. So even though the IoT network might be larger in scale and might be global, the mobile network is showing faster signs of growth, which investors also might be more interested in and might make them more likely to buy the mobile token as opposed to the IoT token. Now, guys, lastly, I do want to take a look here at a perfect example of what might be happening amongst smaller wallets here in the Helium ecosystem. Now, what we're looking at is a very large wallet. This person is holding almost $6 million worth of Helium Mobile. However, I want to highlight this account or this wallet because they hold all mobile, IoT, and HNT network tokens. The interesting thing here is the size of each of these positions. As you can see here, they have the largest position by more than double in Helium Mobile, almost $6 million worth of Helium Mobile, followed by around $2.5 million worth of HNT, and then around $1 million worth of Helium IoT. So this is obviously a huge player, probably someone who has been in this space very long, or maybe is on the board somewhere or is involved heavily in the Helium ecosystem. And as we can see, they are strongly favoring the mobile token here as opposed to the broader HNT token and Helium IoT. And if we take a look here at the transfers, we can see that they in fact bought these Helium Mobile tokens around 7 months ago. They have not added to the position and they have not sold anything throughout that time. Very, very interesting to see. So obviously, not only is it a huge position, but it's obviously a very profitable one, being that they bought that large of amount 7 months ago. Now, if we take a look at the IoT token, we can see that it looks like they are either buying the same amount or they are mining Helium IoT, but they are adding to their position on a daily basis. So their position in IoT is going to be steadily increasing rather fast, which is also a good sign. It doesn't look like this is mining because it is the same number every day. So it looks like they are still actively adding to their position in the Helium IoT sub-network. That is a very good sign for IoT, especially for someone with an account of this size. It is assumed that they know what they're doing and they might know more or have some sort of a insider edge on this network. Now, if we take a look at HNT, we can see that a similar thing to the IoT network and the IoT token is that they are accumulating HNT on a daily basis as well, which is also very interesting. Now, it's interesting because they're adding to the HNT and IoT network positions, but as we saw, the mobile position has been the same for around 7 months, and they have not yet added to it or taken away from any of these positions. So very interesting to take a look at a wallet of this size and to see what is happening. Of course, any selling that takes place in this wallet would be rather significant, and I try and monitor this on a daily basis to look for any selling, and I'll relay that to you guys as soon as I can if I do see it. But interesting to see that they are actually favoring the Helium Mobile Network token as opposed to the other two tokens here in the Helium ecosystem. And that bodes well for our assumption that people might be more interested in holding Helium Mobile as opposed to the other three, just considering that it is a smaller market cap with higher upside. But guys, it has been a long few months, a long time in this bottoming accumulation formation down here. So it's really nice to see this positive upswing in price and momentum. And I'm hoping that it continues and we march higher to the psychological $3 level. And I even really would love to see new all-time highs for the year before 2024. Let me know what your guys' thoughts and concerns are, or any questions you guys might have down below. But that is all I have for today's video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching until the end. Please hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. But just like that, this video is over, and I will see you next time.